Hola, welcome to Ida's Kitchen. Bienvenidos. My name is Ida Lugo McAllister and I am going to demonstrate how to prepare pumpkin cream cheese flan using the Ninja Foodie Deluxe pressure cooker. I will be using this multi-purpose Ninja baking pan measuring 8.75 inches wide by 2.75 inches high to cook the flan. Make sure that you read your user manual in its entirety before operating your pressure cooker. The first step is to caramelize the sugar. You can use the dry method without water or the wet method with water to prepare the caramel. I prefer to use the dry method because the sugar will melt faster and the caramel will have a slightly darker color. Let's start by caramelizing the sugar. I am going to caramelize 1 cup of sugar over medium-low heat. Spread sugar evenly on the bottom of saucepan. Allow the sugar to begin to caramelize without stirring initially. Once the sugar starts turning brown in some areas, stir sugar to distribute and mix well. Continue stirring until the sugar crystals become liquid and have a brown color. I prefer to use a wooden spoon because wooden spoons don't conduct heat, unlike a metal spoon, and therefore you don't have to worry about burning your hands. It takes approximately 5 to 8 minutes for the sugar to completely caramelize. Never leave the saucepan unattended when caramelizing the sugar. You don't want to burn the sugar because burnt sugar will taste bitter. The caramel is ready. It has a golden brown color. Look how beautiful. Remove saucepan from heat. Immediately pour into a baking pan while still hot. If you allow the caramel to cool, it will harden. Swirl the caramel to coat the bottom and sides of baking pan. Set aside the caramelized pan. I am getting ready to harvest one of my pumpkins. For this recipe, I will be using fresh Caribbean pumpkin Calabaza from my garden that has been cooked and pureed. The Caribbean pumpkins, also known as West Indian pumpkins, are sold whole or in wedges at the Latin markets. If unavailable, then use 100% pure canned pumpkin. I will share a link on the description section of this YouTube video on how to prepare, puree, and package our calabaza for those individuals that are interested. We can now mix all the ingredients using an electric blender to prepare the pumpkin cream cheese mixture. Let's add the following ingredients. 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. 1 can 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk. 1 package 8 ounces of soft cream cheese. 5 whole beaten eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. A pinch of light salt. 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And 1 cup of pureed pumpkin. Cover blender with lid and blend all the ingredients at high speed until a smooth consistency is formed. After 30 seconds of blending at high speed, all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed. The pumpkin mixture has a smooth and creamy texture. Place caramelized pan on top of reversible rack. We can now pour the pumpkin mixture. Cover with aluminum foil to avoid any moisture or water from entering into pan. We are ready to pressure cook the pumpkin cream cheese flan for 30 minutes. All we need is to prep and program the pressure cooker. Pour 3 cups of water into cooking pot. And insert reversible rack with flan into pot. Place pressure lid into lock position. Turn the pressure release valve to seal position. Press the power button and turn the start and stop dial to select the pressure function. We want to cook the flan on high pressure, which is automatically selected. Let's set the cooking time for 30 minutes by pressing the time button and turn the dial to select the time. Press the start and stop button again to begin the cooking process. The letters PRE indicates that the unit is starting to build pressure. It can take up to 10 to 20 minutes to completely pressurize. When the cooking unit is completely pressurized, the 30 minutes cooking time will start counting down. The flan is finished cooking. The unit will switch automatically to the keep warm mode, counting up. We need to count up for 10 minutes to obtain the 10-minute natural release process. After 10 minutes of naturally releasing the pressure, turn the power off. The next step is to release the remaining pressure. The float valve is still in the up position, flush with the surface. Turn the pressure release valve to the vent position for a quick release. When the pressure is completely released from the unit, the float valve drops down. We can now remove the lid from the pressure cooker. The next step is to carefully lift the reversible rack from cooking pot and place on a baking rack. I removed the pumpkin flan from the reversible rack and placed the flan uncovered on baking rack. I am going to insert my food tester and center a flan to check for doneness. If the food tester comes out clean, which it did, then the flan is ready. Cover flan again with aluminum foil after it has cooled slightly before placing the flan in the refrigerator overnight. The flan has been removed from the refrigerator and placed on baking rack uncovered. Before we can serve the flan, carefully run a knife around the inside edge of pan to loosen the flan. Place a large plate over flan and invert the flan. Lift the baking pan carefully to release the flan. Once the pumpkin flan is inverted onto the plate, wipe any spilled caramel around the edges with a clean, damp towel. The pumpkin cream cheese flan is ready. This flan is perfectly cooked and topped with a light caramel glaze. Enjoy a slice of this delicious pumpkin cream cheese flan with a cup of Puerto Rican coffee. Let's taste the pumpkin cream cheese flan. The flan is definitely creamy with lots of pumpkin flavor due to the fresh pumpkin and spices. When using cream cheese, the flan will have a denser texture compared to the traditional flan that is prepared using milk. I hope you have enjoyed watching my YouTube video on how to prepare pumpkin cream cheese flan using the Ninja Foodie Deluxe pressure cooker. Thank you for watching my YouTube cooking video. Please share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you would like a copy of my cookbook, visit my website, aidaskitchenboricua.com, and click on the cookbook tab. My cookbook is a bilingual Puerto Rican cookbook, and it contains 42 authentic Puerto Rican recipes that I learned how to cook while living in Puerto Rico. This side is the English version. If you flip the book over, the other side is the Spanish version. Again, thank you for watching my YouTube cooking video.